Welcome back, everybody. You are now listening to the Morning Grits podcast, where we talk about sports in a raw and authentic way. Sports for the fan, for the fan. It's your boy Joseph, a.k.a. Jay with the Grits, and I'm back once again with my man Leon. What's up, Leon?
What's good, man? How's it going?
Everything is good, Leon.
Episode 2. Let's get into it, bro.
The NBA playoffs is here.
Yeah.
NBA playoffs in the bubble.
I'm excited. Bubble playoffs, bro.
It's going down in the bubble.
It is.
Sometimes it goes down in the DM.
Yeah, it's going down in the
It's going down in the bubble.
I love the intensity of the playoffs right now.
Right.
I really love the intensity, so I'm excited about this segment because this is good.
There's a lot of players that you wouldn't expect to be balling out right now.
True. That's true.
Some say it's not really the second year of like Luka.
Right.
It's not really the second year of Donovan Mitchell, but they had a chance to grow over the time that they had off those last 3 months right before they started playing again.
You see the growth, man, and I'm very impressed with both of those players. I would just feel like the NBA is in great hands.
The NBA is in great hands, and the NBA future looks to be in great hands.
Man, it's bright. LeBron ain't passed it yet.
Right?
Still got it.
He still got a little bit.
It's gonna be bright. It's gonna be bright.
And you got one bright spot, which is the NBA draft lottery that happened.
Yes.
The Minnesota Timberwolves got the number one pick.
I'm tired. I don't know how they do this every year. I mean, they done had at least 5 or 6 first-round draft picks, and it's like, man, they need to trade it for a piece, I think.
I mean, you got Lamelo Ball that's out there.
Lamelo Ball he's a beast. He's a beast.
But who would you trade? Would you trade Karl Anthony Towns? That's supposed to be your cornerstone.
No, I mean trade the first-round pick.
For who?
For maybe athletic wing.
Okay.
Because, you got Towns. He's your future. And then you got D'Angelo.
Right.
They supposed to play well together. So I would they need a athletic, long wing player.
They're going to have somebody that can play some defense.
Absolutely.
Because Karl Anthony Towns, he does hold it down on the defensive end.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so he does need a little bit of support, some backup.
Support. So, I mean, you could get a nice little piece. I mean, I would.
Uh-huh.
I would. Just depending on what angle they're trying to go.
But would you pass up on a player like Lamelo Ball? You know I like Lamelo Ball.
I like Lamelo. I love the Ball family. I've played with their father, LeVar, a few times in Chino. Seeing how he play. He talked just as much as he do. He talked then just as he do now.
Okay.
I can remember him and his brothers coming in. They were just big guys, so they would dominate. Mm-hmm. I love the family. I love what he's doing with his son. I think LaMelo is the most talented out of the 3 brothers.
Okay.
But to go first round, I don't know if Minnesota need him because him and D'Angelo play the same type of way.
Right.
Unless D'Angelo was maybe a better on defense than maybe. Mm-hmm. But you don't have 2 backcourt guards that don't really play defense.
Right. And I kind of see that too.
And guarding like a player like Lillard or CJ McCullough or Kyrie Irving, it's guard. Some of the guards, man, are almost unguardable.
They're bringing it.
So I don't know if that backcourt will be great.
Right. There's no defense on that backcourt.
There's no defense on the backcourt.
Right. But you can I see maybe Melo, if he doesn't go number 1 pick, I could see him with a team like Golden State, especially running the second unit with Golden State. He could sit under Steph. Okay. Kind of learn how to control the pace of the game. Okay. He's an up and down type of player. You got a 6'7" point guard that knows how to see the floor. Right. Could get his players in position to score the ball. Right. They have an open offense on the way that they run that motion offense out there in Golden State. Right. It's something that could definitely benefit him and the team.
I think so. I mean, I like Golden State. I love him sitting under Steph. Mm-hmm. If I like that, I mean, the system plays to how he loves to play, which is up and down, shoot 3-pointers, see the court well. He'll benefit from that. But I think he should go to a team like New York where that really needs a point guard where he can really develop and be put in, not sit behind necessarily, but get his experience playing in the starting position and then learning how, I would love to see him develop like Trae Young. Okay. So when Trae Young was handed the keys, he had his time to start, and now he's working through versus sitting under Steph. Right. Because Clark, the one the LA guy that we got, he sat under Steph, and he, it's hard for him to adjust right now with the Lakers. So I would love him to just get in there and develop. Right. Not necessarily sit under anybody, but hand the keys to him. See, I think he's that type of player.
I think he is that type of player that could kind of go with the flow of the game how it currently is. His jumper could get a little bit better.
Yeah.
Right. He's not that efficient from the three, but it has got better each time. Right. He's only 18, maybe 19 years old.
6'8".
Was already playing with grown men.
Yeah.
Was the rookie of the year in New Zealand in the NBL league out there. Yeah. So he's definitely took some lumps.
Yeah.
He's gotten better. And I think out of any prospect out of the draft right now, he might have the biggest upside for all-around game. I think he could develop a lot quicker than anybody else.
I like him. I'm not going to knock him. And whatever team get him, they're going to have a jewel on their team because, like I said, he has a desire to get better.
Yeah.
As long as you have that drive, as long as you have the work ethic, you will get better.
Hey, and there's a lot of players that are in the bubble right now that have got better.
Man, shoot.
The playoffs is going down.
They going down, bro.
It's the first week of the NBA playoffs.
Man, I want to give a shout out to the NBA, man. NBA is doing their thing, bro. Like that. I mean, this is how they should have done it. This is how every team or every organization, every sport should do it the way that they're doing it because their players are safe. We always have question about the fans and intensity and things like that, but the intensity is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
These players are playing. You can tell they want to win. You can tell they're excited, and the competition level is like bananas right now.
Yeah.
So I love it. I love it. Shouts out to the NBA.
Like you said before, these players are kind of playing like 2K ball.
Man.
You know, some guys putting up some astronomical numbers.
Yeah.
Let's look at something that's going on right now with the series.
Yeah.
Right? You got the Bucks playing the Magic.
Bucks playing the Magic.
Who would have thought that the Magic could at least get the first game from the Bucks?
Yeah. I think that one thing that play into it is like the home court advantage. There is no home court advantage,
right?
So it doesn't really matter if you finish first in the conference. Don't really matter. You don't play on the same floor, same rims. You know, you're not traveling. Everybody's getting the amount of rest that they need. So to me, any team can win on any given night,
right?
In the playoffs, and you see it with the Magic and the Bucks because, man, the Bucks just didn't come out firing. But, you know, that second game
was different.
You like, okay, they're going to win the series.
I like how it's not back to back, but I like how they play one game, take a day off, play one game, take a day off. I kind of like that format.
I love that format because you get basketball, you know your team is going to come on a certain day. And you can plan for that. And I love, like I said, they're not doing a lot of traveling, so there's no reason to space the games out that much. And I love it. I love the format.
It's more like tournament style of play. You know, the playoffs is intense.
Yep.
And you have teams like the Rockets versus the Thunder. But there's no Brody.
There's no Brody.
But, you know, James Harden is putting it down.
He is.
He's looking good.
And Aaron Gordon is playing. They're hooping.
You know what I'm saying?
Him and Aaron Gordon are hooping. Rockets look scary. They look like they're a scary matchup for anybody in the West, which I did pick them to be that team that can win on any given night.
That's
they got all the people, they got all the sleepers. You know what I'm saying? And they have something to prove because James Harden has never been out of the second round.
Right.
So, but they gonna match up. I know we getting ready to get it later on in the second. So I ain't gonna go there, but look out for the Rockets.
Man. But look out for the Jazz. Jazz and Nuggets. They've been kind of going at it, high scoring games.
High scoring.
You think that's gonna go 7?
I think it's gonna go 7.
Okay.
I'm very impressed with the Jazz. What they've been able to do against the Denver Nuggets, because I mean, Denver is just really a better team. If you want to go from top to bottom. But the Jazz just look like they want it more.
They're hungry.
They're hungrier. Yeah. Their whole team is buying into the system. They're being led by a 3-year veteran, if you want to call him. Donovan Mitchell has upped his game. A lot of times when you see him drive earlier in his career, it used to be tunnel vision, it used to be straight to the rack. Now the game is slowed down for him.
Right.
And even when he's driving, he's looking, his assist is up. I mean, his points is up, and he's actually leading that team. I'm very impressed.
He had one of these passes where he was going to the cup, like he was about to come and do a reverse. He did a 360 and hit the man in the corner, and then he just knocks down the 3.
Yeah.
You know, he's very exciting to watch.
He's exciting to watch. I'm happy for the Jazz, man. They are a well put together team, and I think next year they're gonna be a problem for a lot of people.
Right. And what's the problem right now is the Lakers are a problem for Portland. That first game had everybody on the edge of their seats trying to figure out if the Lakers were going to win this series, trying to figure out if Dame Lillard would actually take the Portland Trailblazers and put them over LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the Los Angeles Lakers?
With Portland, I knew that we would win the series, and I told you, if you go back to our last episode, I said they're going to win 4-1. Portland was going to get a game. And that first game is the game that they got. And so people was like, oh, they might sweep the Lakers. I'm like, hold on. No, they beat the Lakers by what, 7 or 8 points?
7 points, yep.
Lakers shot 3 for 30-something from three-pointers. Now, if half those threes go in, Lakers win that game.
Right.
So I wasn't worried in the sense of, oh, they can beat us. Because we have 2 of the top 3 best players in the game. And I didn't see the hunger, that they showed the second game. But, Portland, they're good, but they don't have enough firepower for the Lakers.
I don't think they have enough defense. But my thing was, did the Lakers, and the Lakers defense has been top 5 all year. Right. If not the top 2, top 3. Right. All year long. Right. My thing was, when you have a person like Damian Lillard, and then you have almost like a replica of CJ McCollum who can get off at any time as well. Right. How do you stop that two-headed monster that way? Because, the Lakers have never really had anybody to shut down perimeter guards. Those guards that like to penetrate. Right. Damian Lillard, you already know, he's one step into half court. That ball's going up, and he's deadly from over 35 feet. It's almost automatic with this guy. Yeah. And so I had more of a, not a fear, but I'm like, if anybody's going to challenge the Lakers, it's going to be the Portland Trailblazers. Yeah.
But like I said, we do miss Avery Bradley because he was the one that do that pressure defense, and he was well at it. But let's just be honest. Any player at like Damian Lillard, his caliber type player, you can't really play defense. You hope they have a bad night, and you live with the hard shots that they make. But I think at the same time, Lakers did a great job with help team defense in the second game. Right. Definitely. They look hungrier. They were after the ball. It just seemed like they wanted it more. The 3-pointers were falling. Yes. Welcome to the playoffs, KCP. Welcome to the playoffs. J.R. Smith hit some big threes that I was very impressed with. Yeah. So if the Lakers play like that, it's going to be hard to beat the Lakers. If you got AD leading, I think AD has to lead the team in points, and he has to set the tone on defense, which he did the second game. Yes. And then everything just fell. LeBron only scored 12 points. That's it. And so if AD leads and he's aggressive as he is, it's going to be a problem trying to beat the Lakers.
And that's what we talked about in season 1. We talked about how Anthony Davis is that integral piece.
Yeah, he's that piece.
He's that
piece
guy that will take the Lakers to the championship because we need him. Yeah. Because now if you can have LeBron scoring 10, 12 points, 6, 7 rebounds, 7 assists.
He don't have to do much.
He don't got to do much at all.
And you're preserving him.
And when you need him,
he's going to come through.
That's what I'm talking about.
And so I love it. Yeah. I love it.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Well, I love this bracket right here. Yeah. I don't think anybody's bracket has been busted at all. Right? It's kind of like the teams that are supposed to win have been winning. Yeah. Right? The
like
Lakers
Clippers and Mavs. Clippers and Mavs.
Ooh.
Clippers and Mavs.
Isn't that a good series already?
It's a great series. Now,
boys.
I'm going to go out on a limb on this one.
What's up?
I think if Dallas, and this is a key, if Dallas stay healthy, they're going to beat the Clippers. Yeah. I'm predicting that. Okay. So you heard it. Morning Grits, season 2, second episode, that Dallas will upset the Los Angeles Clippers.
Man, if Kristaps Porzingis did not get ejected from the first game,
they would have won that game, bro.
So they would be up 2-0 right now.
2-0 on the Clippers.
And we could be talking about a sweep. For real, we could be talking about a sweep.
When I tell you, I'm so impressed with Luka Doncic. And I know we're talking about him later in the segment, but I mean, he is a player that I'm just extremely impressed with. And and at such a young age. Right. He's really leading his team, and they look very dominant versus the Clippers. It don't look like the Clippers are able to have an answer for Luka.
They don't have an answer for him at all.
And you got the 2 best wing defenders in the game, and he's doing what he wants to do. So very impressive, very impressive.
But that comes from the team concept.
Yes.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is playing good ball. Yeah. You got Steph Curry, the little brother of Steph, shooting the 3 very well. All these guys are shooting a 3-point. Yeah. Wesley Matthews is shooting a 3-point shot. the unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis, he's just doing whatever he does out there on the court.
Beasting. I mean, they have a nice. They're gonna have a nice team for years to come.
Facts.
And you know, man, I'm very impressed with Dallas, bro. I'm even if they don't end up beating them, I think if they can stay healthy, they definitely can upset the Clippers right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm impressed with them.
Do you? So let's look at the bracket then.
Okay.
Right. The Clippers and the Mavericks.
Mm-hmm.
Who comes out of that matchup to play the winner of Nuggets and Jazz? Break down to me your bracket, Leon. What you got?
Okay, so of course I got my Lakers coming out against the Trailblazers, and you know I hate because I got to give a shout out to Dame Dollar. The dude is monster. He's unconscious. He did get hurt. He dislocated his finger.
Right. I don't think that's gonna bother me.
Now they don't have a chance because I've had a dislocated finger before.
Mm-hmm.
And it, even though it's not fractured, it's painful. And so you're talking about the best NBA players. I would just play him left if he's going to be in the game. I'll just make him go left, make him use that left hand. It's going to be uncomfortable. He's going to have some type of discomfort.
Right. I'm gonna smack that hand a couple times.
I'm gonna hit it a couple times. That's just no shot at him, but that's just how you play basketball.
That's the game.
He on the court. He got to get to work.
Yeah.
But you know, even with him going down with that injury, I gotta take the Lakers definitely. Rockets. Wait a minute.
Your Rockets and Thunder. I thought that was going to be a lot closer of a matchup. The Rockets versus the Thunder. I thought that was going to be a lot closer than what it actually is.
Wow. So the Rockets moved into
the fourth
spot.
Yes.
So that means Lakers and Rockets are going head to head.
Yes. That's what that would mean. And that's going to be a matchup. But the Lakers got a dynamic offense with Portland that they're seeing right now, which is, I wouldn't say the same, but it's not too far off from what the Rockets do.
Yeah.
You know?
It actually, great point. Great point. You got guards that dominate.
Right.
And so I'm going to take the Rockets, of course, over the Thunder. They're going to sweep the Thunder.
Okay.
So in my second round, I got Lakers, Rockets. And then I think I'm going to go with the Jazz.
Okay.
Jazz and the Mavericks.
Okay.
Coming out of on the bottom.
Hey, Leon said it first, y'all, for the upset alert. He said it already, y'all. He said the Mavericks is going to come out.
I did.
And beat the Clippers.
Come on, man.
So he's solidifying that right now.
Hey, all right. Jazz and the Mavericks. Wow. Upset.
Oh, what about the East? What you got over here on this side?
You got to give me the Bucks.
Okay.
Bucks is going to play the Heat.
Okay.
And then Celtics is going to sweep the Sixers, and the Raptors are going to beat the Nets.
So we got Celtics and Raptors
in
that second round. What you think about that?
Man, I'm going to go with...
That's a matchup, Leon.
That I can't lie. That is a crazy matchup. I think that's going to be a championship-esque type of series.
Yeah.
I think it's going to go 6 or 7 games.
Yep.
I'm a give the Raptors the edge.
Why? Because they champions already?
Because they've been there before.
Okay.
The experience that they have, they were already a well-oiled machine before Kawhi got there, and now they're still playing ball.
Man.
They've beat all the best teams in the West. Mm-hmm. They beat all the best teams in the East. So I give them the edge because Rudy Tomjanovich said you never underestimate the heart of a champion. So I would give them the edge in Game 7 against Boston.
Man, that's going to be a matchup. That's going to be a matchup like because both teams are physical.
Yes.
They get up in your chest. They play D.
Yes,
they set screens.
Yeah.
They can both
team defense.
Open shots.
All 5, 1 through 5.
Man,
D.
they share the ball.
Absolutely.
On the offense as well, too.
Absolutely.
So I look at it kind of like a matchup. Lakers versus Thunder, right? Lakers versus Sacramento back in the day. You can also look at Miami when the Miami Heat teams used to play New York back in the day. You know, they always played each other close.
Yeah.
This might be a rivalry for the future.
Yes, for years to come.
Yeah.
For years to come. The East is starting to level out a little bit.
Yeah.
There's still some gaps in there. I love Miami, but the Raptors, the Celtics, the next year might be a favorite to come out of the East.
Especially with
don't
KD
forget
coming back.
DeAndre Jordan, KD, and Kyrie all on the same team, they're going to be a problem. So the East is starting to tip a little bit. I'm excited because it's more, it brings back basketball.
Right.
And you have a lot better teams. So
right.
I'm excited.
Do you think that the Heat can knock off the Bucks in this second round of the playoffs? Can the Heat, with Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, the way that they play defense, the way that they shoot the open three, do you think they can actually beat the Bucks? And go to the Eastern Conference Finals?
No.
Because I'm choosing the Heat over the Bucks.
No. The Bucks, let's not get it messed up. The Bucks are a solid team from top to bottom. When the Bucks have all cylinders lit, it's hard to beat the Bucks. And not to mention, they don't have an answer for Giannis. I think he's gonna just really have a great series against the Heat. Mm-hmm. But I'm definitely, I gotta pick the Bucks to beat the Heat. I have to, because it's just the Heat don't have enough.
Okay.
They just don't have enough.
So we got the finals coming around.
Uh-huh.
Right. So we got the Bucks, and then who's gonna be your winner out of the Celtics and the Raptors? Who you pick?
I said the Raptors.
You said the Raptors.
Yes.
So now you got the Bucks and the Raptors.
Yes.
Who comes out the East?
That's gonna be a crazy series. But I'm gonna give the edge to the Bucks this time because they don't have Kawhi. Kawhi was that guy to go to at the end of the game, which actually beat them game 7 to go and play. I think they went to the championship. The championship against against who did they play?
Raptors versus 76ers.
Yeah, the Sixers. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. And so they don't have no. I got to get a star power to the Bucks.
Okay.
Got to give it to the Bucks.
Okay.
So I think Bucks are actually going to come out the East this year.
Okay.
Yes.
So we got let's go back to the West side.
Uh-huh.
West side, we got the Mavericks versus the Jazz. Right. And then we got the Rockets versus the Lakers. Out of the Mavericks and the Jazz, who is the team to advance to the Western Conference Championship?
The Mavericks and the Jazz, bro.
You thinking hard about this one.
I am, because I'm thinking about the matchups. That's just gonna be a great series.
It's gonna be an awesome series.
Wow, these are gonna be some great series. I'm going to, man. I like Dallas, man.
Mark Cuban's happy about that.
I like Dallas.
Yeah?
I like Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, I like Dallas. I love what they're doing. I'm going to go with Dallas, bro.
Okay.
I think Dallas is going to make it all the way to the Western Conference Finals.
So you got Dallas. I know you're not going to pick against the Lakers, so we're not even going to go there, right?
No, yeah, Lakers. I think the Rockets might get a game or two, but I still think the Lakers can.
LeBron and AD going to be a little bit too much.
Because they don't have a long wing. They traded away Ariza, so LeBron, it'll be a little easier for LeBron. They have no answer for AD. Mm-hmm. They have nobody. And so our only issue is really James Harden. Mm-hmm. Russell Westbrook, I think, I'll make him a shooter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can monopolize Russell.
But even if you try to move on, if you try to play Russell, because Russell could just get hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he could just get hot, especially for the mid-range pull-up.
Yeah.
If you try to funnel him, now you're playing scramble defense.
Yeah. I would put Russell in the pick and roll and make him play defense on the other end.
Okay. Yeah.
To where he have to play hard on both ends.
Maybe on LeBron, put LeBron
on a pick and roll with him, and then work that body a little bit. Back him in just a tad bit in front. I think we can sterilize him
for sure.
Okay. James Harden is really where the issue is at.
Yeah.
Let him do his thing and play defense on everybody else.
James Harden tends to force the ball a little bit more than usual when he's in the playoff settings.
Right.
Especially when he would play against, the Warriors. Mm-hmm. He would try to force it, really, really late and commit a lot of turnovers, a lot of shots that he was missed. So I think this year he does have something to prove.
He does.
But hopefully that Lakers perimeter D can kind of lock it down.
Yeah. I wasn't even paying attention to them falling in the Lakers bracket. I was hoping that he'd fall on the bottom half of it so we don't end up they can knock each other out.
Right.
You know, it don't matter who's in front.
We
of
up
us.
for the challenge.
We up for the challenge. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get the work done.
So Lakers versus the Mavericks.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy.
Which you got the Lakers on that one, right?
Lakers on that one, yeah.
And then so now we got Lakers versus Bucks, which I already thought that the Lakers and Bucks would be in the championship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You were kind of thinking maybe 76ers will be there as well.
Right.
76ers, they're done.
Right.
But now we got Lakers versus Bucks. Who you got, Leon, to win the NBA championship?
Just going off the last game that they played, I think the Lakers have the edge. Because AD and Giannis is going to cancel each other out.
Okay.
I think they're going to cancel. And outside of that, I don't think that they have anything for LeBron. I think that, and I put it on our experience with Rondo, the Morris brothers, Markieff Morris. We have a lot of championship experience on our team, you know, with Danny Green. So I'm going to go with the experience. You know, we've been there before. We know what it takes to win. And so I think we'll beat them in 6.
In 6 games. 4 games to 2.
Yes.
Leon called it. The Lakers win the NBA championship 4 games to 2.
You heard it first here. Don't forget.
Morning grits. This is the segment that all fans enjoy.
Yes.
This is the segment that highlights your favorite athlete. This is the With the Grits segment. Leon, who's with the grits?
Yep.
We got Nikola Vucevic from the Orlando Magic. Yo, the first week of the playoffs, this kid's been balling, Leon. He's averaging 33.5 points per game, 12 rebounds, shooting 59.6% from the field, and he's also shooting 43.8% from 3.
Wow.
They beat the Bucks in the first game. We see how it's going to go down for the rest of the series.
You know who else is with the grits?
Who's with the grits, Leon?
My guy, Jason Tatum, Boston Celtics.
JT.
First week of the playoffs, he's averaging 32.5 points per game, 9 rebounds, 1.5 blocks. He's shooting 53.7% from the field and 58.8 from the 3. That is impressive. He's definitely with the grits, bro.
Who else is with the grits, Leon?
Who?
Fred VanVleet from the Toronto Raptors.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Leon, he's balling in the first week of the playoffs. This cat is averaging 27 points a game, 10.5 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, shooting 51.4% from the field. Also, he's shooting 52.4% from 3.
Man, that's impressive.
These cats are shooting the bubble out.
Hey, you know who else is with the grits?
Who's with the grits, Leon?
Man, one of the toughest defenders, one of the toughest guys in the league, Jimmy Butler, Miami Heat.
JB.
He's averaging in the first week of the playoffs 23 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block, and 3 steals per game, and he's shooting 46.4% from the field and 80% from the 3-point line. Impressive. These gentlemen deserve the With the Grits trophy.
80% from 3.
80% from 3.
He's with the grits.
He's with the grits, bro. Remind me of me. Shoot.
This is the segment that all the fans love. This is the segment that highlights the athlete just really out there just doing his thing. This is a do your thing segment. You know who's out there doing their thing, Leon?
Who?
Donovan Spider Mitchell.
Man.
In the playoffs, this cat is balling right now. 43.5 points per game, 5 rebounds, 7.5 assists.
Man.
He's got a steal per game. He's shooting 61.7% from the field, and he's also shooting 54.5% from 3. Put a hand in my face if you don't want me to get the points, because I'm getting these buckets.
Man, I'm impressed with Donovan Mitchell, man. Like he's playing, to me right now, he's playing some of the best ball other than Damian Lillard. He's putting up the best numbers. So I mean, yeah, he deserves that. But you know who else is doing a thing?
Who's doing their thing, Leon?
In the bubble.
What's that?
Luka Doncic.
That's your boy.
That's my guy. In the last game he played, 28 minutes, Luka scored 28 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Luka Doncic is out here breaking records. Every year he's in this talk. And for his first 2 playoff games, he scored 70 points. And the only other player to do that is George Mikan from the Minneapolis Lakers, if you remember him. So Luka Doncic is out here breaking records. Luka Doncic is out here like, this is my league for years to come. Shouts out to Luka Doncic for doing this thing.
Hey, he is definitely doing this thing, Leon.
Yes, sir.
This is the greatest segment in podcast and radio history. This is something that fans love to do. I know I do. Smack Talk.
Talk.
This is your Smack Talk segment. You know who I'm talking smack to?
Ooh.
You want to know who I'm talking smack
Ooh.
to? You, Paul Pierce. Yeah, I'm talking smack to you. Hey, you know why? Because you ain't telling the truth. Paul Pierce, how you say LeBron James ain't in the top 5 of all time? If he loses to the Portland Trailblazers, who cares? You done lost to him. How many games you won against LeBron in the playoffs? Truth? The only truth about you is that you finally told the truth when you had to get carried off because you had to go boo-boo. Paul Pierce, you weren't really hurt when you was playing in that game. Come on, Paul Pierce. Get it right. LeBron James is one of the best basketball players of all time. Yeah, I got Jordan. Kobe's number 1. You got Jordan number 2. Maybe you have LeBron number 3. Then you got Magic in there. You might have Kareem, Wilt, whoever you want to put 5. But LeBron James definitely got to be in your top 5. What you think about that, Leon?
Man, it's always Paul Pierce. You know, he gotta be relevant. You know what I'm saying? I know people coming after him right now, but you know, hey, stop tearing down black people, man.
True.
Stop tearing down. I mean, just respect what he's doing. I mean, his numbers you can put his numbers up against anybody, and his numbers gonna stand. And when it's all said and done, he might be close to being a GOAT, but we gonna see. So keep your mouth closed, worry about what you need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's always you. At first it was Dwayne Wade, and now it's LeBron James. So stop it.
It's your boy Joseph, aka Jay with the Grits, and you already know I'm here with my man Leon.
That's good.
We just want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Morning Grits podcast. Hey Leon, tell everybody what to do.
So what you need to do is you need to hit that subscribe button. And also hit that bell notification that you don't miss no notifications of any new videos. We got a lot of videos coming, a lot of great things coming, and we want to make sure that you get every bit of it. So if you do that for us, we appreciate it.
Tune in to Morning Grits on all podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, we're everywhere. And let me know, are you with the Grits?